You know very well that on a live action set, the stars of a show aren't brought in until everything is ready. So the lighting and camera crews tend to use stand-ins.
True.
They are performers or models who are similar in height and weight and appearance to the stars. Probably not to the alien stars in Space Precinct, but they stand where the stars will stand in order to get the lighting set.
That's it.
Yeah. So this way you don't have to bother Martin Landau, say, to get out of his dressing room and come onto set until everything is ready. At least in theory.
Aha.
Stand-ins are a bit like stunt doubles who don't do any stunts, if you're wondering.
Right.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Okay. Not entirely.
Well, Richard, did you have a stand-in or a stunt double on Space Precinct that you remember?
Well, Glenn Marks was certainly our sort of our stunt double of note. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember having a stand-in. I'm assuming I did, but primarily it was for the human cast.
Okay, fine. Well, that makes sense. It may surprise you, Richard James, and you, Podsteron, to learn that on at least one occasion during the making of Thunderbirds, one of the star puppets was a stunt double for a mere guest character.
Really?
Can you believe it?
So could you say that again? Just exactly the same intonation.
No.
Oh.
It may surprise you to learn that on at least one occasion during the making of Thunderbirds, one of the star puppets was a stunt double for a mere guest character.
Oh, okay.
So, in The End of the Road, first broadcast in November 1965, there is a scene where demolition expert Eddie Houseman jumps clear of an explosives truck. I'm sure you remember it very well. When he lands in the mud, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the puppet is not, in fact, Eddie Houseman. The actual puppet is none other than Mr. Scott Tracy.
What?
With his eyes shut tight. Now,
well, took a bit of moonlighting.
Well, clearly he wasn't getting paid enough for his main role.
No.
Now, this could have been done because the guest puppet didn't have a blinking head, you see, or a head that blinks. That's not a a euphemism for a swear there. He didn't have a blinker.
A blinking head.
Yes, or a blinking head. Or it could have been because the shot was an insert picked up much later, but for whatever reason, in this one scene, the star of Thunderbirds performed a dangerous stunt instead of the guest character.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, no, we never had a star of Thunderbirds as our guest.
You didn't?
Stunt actor, no. I do remember there was one scene, crikey, what episode was it? I think it might have been the Cyborg one, Time to Kill, where Oren and Romek abseil in from the roof of the warehouse, I think. And I was all up for doing it until I got on top of the scaffold that they had erected, and I chickened out. I said, no, I can't do that, sorry. It was only about 20 feet off the ground. But, with a mask and everything, couldn't see what I was doing, couldn't hear much. I thought, no, I'll leave it to the experts, thank you.
Tricky.
Yeah. Scott Tracy. Did he appear anywhere else as a stunt double or a stand-in that we know of?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a bit of an unusual one, isn't it? I mean, obviously lots of the characters were doubled up across the Supermarionation series.
Yeah.
Where they were re-wigged or, had a moustache painted on or whatever. Certainly redressed to become background characters. I don't think background characters ever became foreground characters, although I'm happy to be corrected if any Podstron knows better, which you may well do.
Yes.
But I think that's probably the only iteration of a main character standing in for a guest one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ted Shackelford doing that.
Yeah.
I think I would have been too happy.
Can't imagine that happening.
No.
No, especially after his injury in the first episode.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
So was that? What was that?
Have you read a book about this or something?
No, I remember it at the time.
Very knowledgeable.
I remember at the time because Dad came home and went, "Oh no." Was it Protect and Survive?
I think it was either that or the very first episode. Yeah, Double Duty it may have been. Yeah, can't remember. He had a splinter in his cheek from an exploding door and had to be rushed to hospital. And several stitches later, he was wheeled back on set with... They keep it in the action, don't they? I think in the second episode, he's got a plaster on his
he's got a little sort of a suture mark on his face.
That's it, yeah.
Anyway, I digress away from Scott Tracy to Ted Shackelford, but what a natural segue that is.